Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Trillionaire Mac back with another video. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down a USDJPY trade that took place. Most of my students were able to catch this, but this is a fantastic opportunity for me to present you guys an example of a trade, allow you guys to go ahead and back test this area, and overall just show you a little bit about, how I trade and how I teach my students. All right, so we're going to go over this trade starting on the H2 time frame. We're going to break things down to the M15, and I'm going to give you guys some gems throughout. Overall, just give you guys another example to look at, add some percentages to your trading journal. All right, so with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. It really helps out with the algorithm. Thank you guys who have been subscribing. Thank you guys who have been hitting me up, asking me questions through Telegram, through Instagram, things like that. I really enjoy answering you all's questions and coming back around. In January, I will be a little bit more interactive with you guys. December is my break month, so I'm just taking a bit of time away from the charts and things like that. But you guys know we are still on the charts. We are still back testing. We are still seeing what's happening and what's going through. But anyway, yeah, so subscribe to the YouTube channel if you enjoyed this video. Hit that notification icon to be updated whenever I upload a new video. In January, we are getting back to our usual upload schedule, so you guys can be expecting a ton of content on a weekly basis. Sit back, relax, and let's get into it. All right, so if we are looking at the H2 time frame, I'm essentially just going to break everything down, kind of explain to you guys what I was looking at, what I was paying attention to, and why I did the things that I decided to do. So in this area here, essentially I was looking at, let's drop down to, actually we can stay on the H2. So essentially I was looking at this area here, right? Now we can see price pushes to the downside. We sweep whatever is here. All right, there we go. So we sweep whatever's here. Okay, and then it looks like price trades down into this wick, so I'm pretty sure we have something here on the M15. We're not going to go to it now, okay, but it looks like price does trade into something right there. And then we can see that after that, demand comes into the market, price starts to push to the upside, and we have a change of character as well as a supply failure. Now, in this case here, okay, we have 2 points of interest, okay, that we would be looking for price to trade back to. We have our apex, which is located here based on how I find my supply and demand concepts. You also have this little area here, so I guess you could say you have 3. Okay, you have this little area here. I would use this essentially as inducement for this area here, okay? And then of course we have this region where you guys see I have labeled here. Now, price broke through this area here. We had a supply failure here. Price pushes to the upside, comes back down. We create more liquidity. Oh, let's move that out the way. We essentially create more liquidity, which is here. Okay, price did not tap into this zone just yet, but become very close. Okay, same thing here, and then price starts to push to the upside, leaving liquidity along the way. So let's put that back. There we go. All right, so then what happens? Then price comes back down to this area, and once we tap back into this supply zone, or this demand zone, excuse me, that was responsible for taking out that supply. Now I'm looking for my M15 entry schematic. All right, simply valid zone, valid entry. Now, I don't necessarily show you guys how I select my valid zones, and I don't necessarily break down the psychology behind my valid entries, but okay, this is going to be excellent for you guys to go ahead and backtest and see what you would have done in this area here. Okay, all right, so once price taps into this region here, okay, we see that we have instigated equal lows here. Okay, so this was essentially liquidity that was being built. All right, what happens? Price takes that out. We tap into this zone, we give a mitigation. Price then pushes to the upside. We push down just a little bit. Demand comes into the market. We push to the upside. We have a failed reaction here. Price pushes down a little bit more. Demand comes into the market. And then we have a failed supply here. Now, a lot of you guys may be wondering, hey, Mac, why didn't you use this region here to possibly play off of? Okay, I'm going to save that information for the course as well as my mentorship students. But when you are looking for your points of interest, okay, it's very, very important that you guys have certain rules that you follow every single time. And if you do have those rules, then you can expect trades just like this. So we have the apex, which is located here. Okay, this is my end all be all, so to speak. Okay, but I'm not really expecting price to tap back down into this area until we are ready for BFIs to really come into the market. Like if price were to come down here within this area, okay, then that essentially would mean that we would have swept this liquidity here. This would be our mitigation, and then we would look for price to really break some type of structure. And if it came back down to this area, then we would look to take a trade. All right, essentially, just as a quick, explanation of what we're going to use this region for if price decides to come back to it. So once price taps into this area, the demand that was responsible for this entire push to the upside, which gave us multiple confluences that we needed in order to see that sellers were losing strength and buyers are coming into the market. Price taps back into this region. Okay, risk entry taken here, 7.5 pips as stop loss, and then of course our target is going to be our higher time frame, which was the H2 in this case. All right, so we're just simply going to target this week high here, okay, which was around 12.25%. FTMO challenge passed. You're risking 77.5 pips, for 91.9 pips. We might as well round that up to around 92 pips. Okay, this is essentially how my risk to reward is on a usual basis, as you guys can see from the content that's produced within this channel. All right, so that essentially is this breakdown. Quick little 12.27% on USDJPY. Full trade breakdown for you guys. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to hit me up. If you enjoyed this breakdown, feel free to leave a like on this video. As well as if you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.